Today on CBTV Idaho, we're going to talk about the newest draft of the Idaho Falls Imagine IF plan. We're also going to talk about an Idaho university that is receiving funding to build 3D printing construction technology. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Tyson. You are watching Construction Business TV, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Welcome back, guys, to CBTV Idaho. My name's Tyson. I'm your local journalist and videographer for Construction Business TV in the East Idaho area. If this is your first time on the channel, CBTV is a YouTube-based news platform dedicated to keeping you up to date with all the construction and development projects going on in your local area. This edition, I'm not going to be having a construction interruption report or a job leads report. I'm just going to dive straight into the stories for you. Story number one is the University of Idaho is developing technology to turn Idaho wood waste into one of the most sustainable building construction materials on the market by using it as a medium for 3D printing building construction materials. An interdisciplinary research team led by the College of Engineering Assistant Professor Mike Mon has been awarded nearly $4 million from the National Science Foundation EPSCoR Research Infrastructure Improvement Program. Mr. Mon had this to say: "We're developing a new composite material using completely bio-based resources on a truly large scale. With this technology, houses and commercial buildings can be made entirely differently. We can push past climate change, mitigate impact on our environment, and make better use of the natural resources we have." So, working in collaboration with the College of Art and Architecture Integrated Design Lab and the College of Natural Resources since 2019, the U of I team has developed an advanced 3D printing technology using a binding agent and wood fibers not used by the lumber market. These are things like wood waste, sawdust from mills, and wood processing plants. As part of the NSF funding, researchers from Auburn University will join the team to continue to refine the binding agent used in the renewable material. The multi-year 3D printing technology project is expected to positively impact Idaho's fast-growing construction industry. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, 60% of global waste is produced from the construction sector. With unique carbon sequestration potential, this new 3D printed material is expected to reduce that significantly. So this is an article, a lot of this is derived from an article that is straight from the school's website, the University of Idaho website. I'm going to leave a link to that article in the description below the video. So if you're finding value in the information that I provide for you every Tuesday, make sure you hit the like button below the video, subscribe to Construction Business TV on YouTube, and hit the notification bell so that you get updated when I come back every Tuesday to provide you information on what's going on in the East Idaho area. With that, let's hit our second and final story. Is Idaho Falls. They released a new draft of the Imagine IF plan, and they've released it for public comment. The City of Idaho Falls Community Development Service Department, or CDS, has released the draft of the city's new roadmap for future growth called the Imagine IF plan. It's a play on if, Idaho Falls, if, for review and public comment. The plan, which will serve as a guide for the future development within the City of Idaho Falls, has been in development since the beginning of 2021. Initially, CDS held 5 separate neighborhood meetings in February and March to gather input and get participation from specific neighborhoods from around the city. I actually remember reporting on this story earlier this year. I'm going to leave a link right in the corner here, and you can watch those reports if you're so interested. In addition to the neighborhood meetings, they also conducted a citywide statistically valid survey to solicit input to gather data to assist in the creation of the document. All the data from the resident survey, coupled with the input from the various public meetings, were used to craft the new Imagine IF plan, which will help the city officials guidance on how the city grows and develops in the future. Public outreach was essential to develop the plan. Community Development Services Director Brad Kramer had this to say. Idaho Falls citizens have been such an important part of this process. We're really happy with how the document has turned out and hope the public will feel that way too. This will be a great guide for the city's growth for years to come, and I believe it reflects the voices we heard during our surveys, public meetings, and open house. We invite the public to continue to engage with us and comment on this draft as it begins the adoption process. So in addition to public review of the plan, the CDC has also scheduled 2 separate public hearings prior to presenting the document for review and acceptance by the city. The first of the public hearings will take place on October 19th at 7 p.m. at the Idaho Falls City Hall Annex. Anyone interested in reviewing the plan and providing comments can visit the website at www.imagineif.city. I'm going to leave that link in the description below for you. You can also see the results of the citywide survey as well as input from each of the public meetings held to help gather data for the creation of the plan. And if you want more information or questions, you can call the CDC 208-612-8799. That's going to do it for this week's edition of CBTV Idaho. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support. You guys drive safe.